Welcome to the African Sovereign Carbon Registry, an innovative digital platform supporting national carbon initiatives across the African continent. The African continent is the most vulnerable to climate change, and African countries can implement national carbon initiatives, as most of the developed world has, with polluter pays mechanisms to finance their environmental and energy transition aligned with the Paris Agreement objectives. A carbon contribution imposed on international polluters from the aviation and maritime sectors. Unlike a tax, this mechanism does not burden the domestic population. It is not a new cost for companies that already comply with similar systems in other countries, or compensate their carbon footprint on international markets. It ensures these polluters redirect their environmental efforts to the countries where their emissions occur. In 2023, the Republic of Djibouti launched the continent's first sovereign carbon initiative. Then Gabon in January 2025 established its carbon initiative. For example, a vessel sailing from Europe to Djibouti reports and pays 50% of the voyage carbon footprint to Europe. It now pays the remaining 50% to the Djibouti Sovereign Carbon Agency, as does any vessel or aircraft arriving or leaving Djibouti. A digitized registry per country has been developed, where obligated parties report each vessel or aircraft movement. It automatically calculates the carbon footprint related to the country, using international recognized carbon accounting methodologies, and the carbon contribution amount companies shall pay. The Africa Sovereign Carbon Registry is governed by an independent foundation gathering diplomats, experts, representatives of member states, and international organizations.
This registry is independent from the Sovereign Carbon Agency. It is financially audited and verified by AM-Spec, Carbon Offset Certification and MAZARS.
It ensures strict compliance with international best governance principles and carbon standards. ASCR proposes a harmonized framework that African nations can easily adopt to establish their own carbon initiative and contribution mechanism while strengthening the continent's position in global climate action. A turnkey solution for financing the energy and environmental transition.